Welcome back to the show. This is KDS Reviews. You ever seen a movie and you were the only one who went to this movie, okay? And you kind of come out to the theater and tell your friends about it, and they just never saw the movie. They just didn't get it. Or this movie gets all this hate, and you can't figure out why this movie got all this hate. It's almost like you saw a different movie than what they saw. That was the subject of this episode of KDS Reviews. Let's talk about some movies that are like that. Start off with Frances McDormand, Fargo. Now, this is a murder mystery. You know, this movie is done by the Coen brothers, and if you've seen any of the Coen brothers movies, you know it's going to have all these different and weird, quirky characters in it. Now, they claim at the beginning of the movie that this is a true story. It really isn't a true story. They admitted years later that it wasn't a true story. But this is an excellent movie. I think what it is there's a part in here, there's a scene in here where these two characters are talking at the bar that people feel like that part dragged on and went on and ruined the movie. But, you know, you just got to listen to the movie and you'll get it. You know, this movie has been highly rated. It's included in the 100 greatest movies of all time. And to me, the best Coen brothers movie. That's Fargo, starring Frances McDormand. Here's another one I don't think anybody really got. That's Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo. Everybody likes Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo. Here's one here that started a whole little genre by itself. The Blair Witch Project. Now, I think the problem that people had with this movie was the fact that it was a found footage movie. You know, the whole movie that got the guy holding a camcorder, kind of like Cloverfield. So it's a lot of shaking going on, and people claim they got nauseated. I don't see how they got nauseated, but they said they got nauseated. And I remember when this movie came out, everybody thought it was real. These three kids had disappeared in the woods, and it's got kind of a twist ending on it. But actually, if you listen to the movie, at the beginning, near the beginning, they actually tell you what's going to happen at the end. The movie was done on a shoestring budget and ended up making millions and millions of dollars. That's The Blair Witch Project. Another movie. Nobody gets it. Here's another one. That's a remake of a Japanese movie and a Japanese legend, The Ring, starring Naomi Watts. This is a movie where all these people watch this videotape, and everyone that sees the videotape dies. Here's another one. It's a great thriller right here. Keep you on the edge of your seat. Kind of more of a mind scare than an actual boo, jump out and scare. It's a really great thriller to me right here. To me, this is one of the top 10 little horror/scary movies ever made. That's The Ring, starring Naomi Watts. Here's one that recently they just made another version of the movie. I think this is like the 4th version of the movie. But I really like this one right here, but nobody else seemed to. That's Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, starring Chris Evans. This is the inside joke on Deadpool and Wolverine. You know, he started off as Johnny Storm before he became Captain America. It's got an excellent chase scene right here between the Surfer and the Human Torch right here. Excellent. I like the one in the new movie, but this one was done to me just slightly a little bit better. This is a really good movie right here. It's kind of lighthearted. You know, I watched it. I was like, this movie's not as bad as the hate that I heard it get. I mean, like I said, I don't know what they're saying. I'm starting to believe that some of these people who's watching some of these Marvel/DC movies don't read any comics. Oops, I said that. Here's another one. And the guy who made the movie always clowned on it and hated it. I don't know what movie he saw. That's Green Lantern, starring Ryan Reynolds. This is like a running joke with him. I'm like, I don't know. I don't get it. I've seen this movie right here. It's better than Deadpool, Ryan. That's right, better than Deadpool. It's still the story of how Hal Jordan becomes the Green Lantern. Now, it's got Sinestro in it. It's really good to me. Like I said, I don't see it. I watched it, rewatched it. I don't see where all the hate is coming from this movie from. I can see the hate for Deadpool, but I just don't understand the hate for the Green Lantern. Here's another one that I know people aren't reading the source material, or they would know this is what happened in the comics. That's Captain America: Brave New World, starring Anthony Mackie. This is a fantastic movie right here, especially with big screen TV, big sound system. This thing just roared on my Dolby Atmos sound system. This is an excellent movie, fantastic movie right here. It's like this battle right here with the aircraft carrier, and he's being attacked right here. The Red Hulk right here at the end. I don't get it. I don't know what the movie they saw. Now, is this better than Captain America: The Winter Soldier? No. But what is? This is an excellent standalone movie on its own. That's Captain America: Brave New World. And one more for the anime crowd, Ghost in the Shell, starring Scarlett Johansson. This is a remake of the classic anime. You know, one that kind of started off all the anime movies. I guess they said they didn't like it because they felt like, oh, this character was being, quote, whitewashed. Well, if you watch the original movie, you know that's not true. This is an excellent science fiction movie. Now, you want to watch some sci-fi, that's this right here, Ghost in the Shell. I don't get it. I watched it. It's actually better than the anime movie is. Remember, KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. Maybe there's a movie that you've seen that I could give a shot, that you've seen that everyone watches and say they either hate it or they don't get it. This is KDS Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.